Proud to serve northeastern and central Pennsylvania. This is WNEP 16, the news station. Now, Nolan Johannes, Karen Harch, Chief Meteorologist Tom Clark with his backyard forecast, and Joe Zone on sports. This is the Newswatch 16 update.
Good evening. The truth is setting in and hitting hard tonight in Allentown.
Mack Trucks is definitely moving out next year, and the move is to the south. That announcement came this afternoon in both Allentown and in Winnsboro, South Carolina, near Columbia. Mack will construct a brand new $80 million plant there. It'll be started next month and will employ 1,200 workers. In Allentown, 1,800 workers face a job loss sometime next year, or at least a move if they have the choice to the new location. Only Mack's corporate headquarters and research department will stay in Allentown. Mayor Joseph Dedana talked with Newswatch 16 Update tonight from a mayor's convention in Washington. Mr. Dedana said he is disappointed the announcement came this soon. And if it is not reversible, Allentown will do everything possible to minimize the impact on the 1,800 workers, including getting a new company, hopefully, for the Mack plant. How do the workers feel tonight? Newswatch 16's Kathy Bellich was in Allentown when that announcement came.
These members of the United Auto Workers Union, most of them laid off from Mack Trucks, were angry when they heard the news. Mack will build its new truck plant in South Carolina. 1,800 UAW members here will lose their jobs by 1987.
9 years of people's lives they're talking about moving out and just saying, the hell with it. I'm one of them. Everyone here feels the same way.
Bill Aiken of Allentown has been with Mack for 9 years. He says he understands why the union did not accept the wage and benefit cuts, but says union officials could have done more.
And today's the 22nd, and they made their final announcement, but the negotiations broke down on the 17th. I'm sure if they would have pushed harder, maybe something could have been done.
UAW members picketed in front of Mack's world headquarters in Allentown in the afternoon, still hoping for a way to keep the plant here. Dick Latham of Allentown was still hoping too, but when he came home from work at Mack, as he has for the last 18 years, he heard the news. He is depressed.
That is really poor. People have worked here so long, and they've had fathers, sons, grandfathers working. The community, the Max has been part of the community, and then we have an outside faction telling us that we can't do this anymore.
Latham says he was just starting to get ahead financially. Now this. Mack may know what its next move is, but most of the workers here who will lose their jobs have no idea what's next for them. Kathy Bellich, Newswatch 16, Allentown.
State officials say no major problems so far because of a strike by nurses at state hospitals and other facilities. For the first time in 11 years, members of the Pennsylvania Nurses Association, including these in Scranton, took to the picket lines this morning because of a contract dispute with the state. 140 institutions statewide are affected by the strike, several in our area. For example, the Danville State Hospital here in Montour County. At the Hazleton State General Hospital, 3 of the 6 floors are closed because of the strike. Nursing supervisors are holding down the fort. But no picket lines at the Nanticoke State General Hospital. Nurses here decided to stay on the job and not strike with other state nurses. A contract dispute in Lycoming County could be all over tomorrow. That's when 250 unionized workers at the C.A. Reed Company in Williamsport are set to vote on a new contract offer. The tentative agreement was worked out by negotiators for both sides. The plant, which makes paper products, has been shut down since mid-December. The union says workers were locked out by the company. If the C.A. Reed workers okay the new contract, they'd start heading back to work in Williamsport Sunday night.
A strike by fishermen in Massachusetts is having an impact on fresh fish prices here in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Newswatch 16's Mark Annick says prices are up and supplies are down.
This is a fish story. No, it's not about the big one that got away. This is about that everyday piece of fish at the counter, one that's costing you and me more and more.
The problem right now is the price of fish has gone sky high.
Chuck Langen blames the high prices on a fisherman's strike in New Bedford, Massachusetts. It's the largest fish port on the East Coast. But with the strike, there's no fish coming out of New Bedford. With the supply down, the price is going up.
Domestic cod was costing me around $3.35 a pound. Okay. which is too much money.
Normally, Langen can get cod for about $1.30 a pound. And some prices are even higher. In fact, Chuck says there are some types of fish, such as sole, that he can't even afford to stock anymore because it's just too expensive. Tim McCabe says the same is true at Wheeler's Wharf Seafood, but he says the prices may soon come down.
There's the possibility of a strike. There may be a break in the strike in that the city of New Bedford is taking over the auctioning off of fish.
The city takeover isn't popular with the union. They stoned the auction house yesterday. But McCabe says if the city continues, by next week you'll be shelling out fewer clams for your fish. Mark Annick, Newswatch 16, Scranton.
Poultry farmers in Pennsylvania are protecting their livelihoods, guarding their flocks against the deadly chicken flu. 12,000 more birds were destroyed in Fulton County today. Newswatch 16's Dan Fiorucci says farmers at uncontaminated farms are being more careful than ever.
The avian flu virus has the Pennsylvania poultry industry walking on eggs. In just under 2 weeks, the virus has forced the destruction of 83,000 chickens and turkeys on contaminated farms in 2 Pennsylvania counties. Poultrymen and egg producers are frightened.
You're scared, you're worried, you're concerned, because it's our income.
To prevent the spread of the disease, poultrymen, even those on uninfected farms, are using powerful antiviral agents to clean property and people. Avian flu cannot harm humans, but the virus may be transmitted on clothing.
Nope, not taking any chances at all. Want to get rid of it.
15 months ago, the worst avian flu outbreak ever forced the destruction of 16 million chickens in Pennsylvania and surrounding states. The hope is that this time, the virus can be stopped before it turns deadly and puts upward pressure on the prices of eggs and poultry. Dan Fiorucci, Newswatch 16, Union County.
When the Newswatch 16 update continues, we'll tell you about a water emergency in Binghamton.
Thousands of people are without water tonight. We'll take you there next.
We're so upset at Herb for not coming to Burger King, we're offering our double cheeseburger for 89 cents to everybody but Herb. Just say,
I'm not Herb.
I'm not Herb. And get a double cheeseburger at Burger King for just 89 cents.
I'm not Herb.
I'm not Herb.
I'm not Herb.
And what if your name happens to be Herb? Just say,
I'm not the Herb you're looking for.
Remember, our juicy double cheeseburger for just 89 cents, just for saying...
The impact of Vietnam on our NEP Late movie.
If you work in Binghamton, New York, or plan to travel there tomorrow, you might want to know there's a state of emergency in effect. The city north of Scranton is losing millions of gallons of water, and officials say it could be a while before everyone has water again. Nightly reporter Joe Ducey says the emergency water situation is beginning to wear on some people.
2 days after the problems began, these Binghamton residents are still without water in their homes. They're relying on this city-provided water for cleaning, bathing, whatever, and in the meantime making some big changes.
It's not unbearable, but it makes life awkward. Yeah, we don't have any water at all. We couldn't shower last night, weren't flush the toilet.
Really makes you appreciate how you rely on water.
The city's water system is losing millions of gallons of water. At one point, the reservoirs were nearly dry. These officials say it's a water main break, and crews have been throughout the city testing pressure at all locations, trying to find out where.
I think it's very frustrating. We've had people searching for this leak all over the city.
Water officials say the break has to be in mains either running under or along the river here because the amount of water lost is so great. They say the big problem is pinpointing exactly where. That's a long process. In the meantime, officials say the city is losing 8,000 gallons of water a minute.
Watch your weight. I don't know when it will be happening. Okay. I'm sorry. I will have to come back again. Okay.
Basically, the city has shut down. Big water users like car washes have been asked to close. Laundromats have also been shut down to save what's become so precious. City offices, businesses, and schools are also closed. The water cutbacks and rerouting have lessened the biggest danger here, the problem of fighting fires. But there is still concern.
With the reduced pressure, we could run into unforeseen problems. So our first priority will be evacuation.
Okay, you should boil it before any use like that, consumption or otherwise.
While the city works on the problem, those that do have water also have questions about using it. while those that don't have it wonder when they'll be able to take their next shower. Joe Ducey, Newswatch 16 in Binghamton.
The roller coaster of a weather watch is next with our chief meteorologist, Tom Clark.
I wonder if we're going to take a big dip this time, Tom.
Well, it's time to say bye-bye 50s.
Ooh.
Oh, boy. When we come back, I'll talk more about that close encounter in space. You're watching Newswatch 16 Update on WNEP TV, and we're proud to serve LaPorte and all of Sullivan County.
Cephalo & Associates, the legal team with the answers. When you need legal advice or are seriously injured and have questions, consult the team at Cephalo & Associates. The team stays in complete contact with the client. And at Cephalo & Associates, we speak your language. Plus, Cephalo & Associates has the courage, integrity, and resources to deal with the tough cases. Cephalo & Associates, the legal team that works for you. Call 717-655-5555. Don't let your legal questions go unanswered.
Come on, baby, let's got tissue roll. 1,000 sheets that'll thrill your soul. Come on, baby, let that paper roll. Roll on and on.
When the other reading brand quits, Scott Tissue rolls out to 1,000 sheets, so it lasts longer to save you money.
Roll on.
Scott Tissue, Scott Towels, Scotty, Scott Economy Pack Napkins. The Scott Value products go a long way and save you money.
Roll on and on.
Well, we're saying so long to the 50s.
Yeah.
What's next, Tom?
Hello, 30s.
Ooh, that's cold.
Yeah. Well, winter is coming back. At the moment, we have a moon shining brightly overhead now. Let's check in with our weather watchers as we do this time every night. And we begin up in Luzerne County. Diane Coleman in Chick-Shinny has 32 degrees in her backyard. Betty Breyer in Susquehanna County, 26 degrees at her place. And Don Siebold in Mifflinburg, Union County, checks in with 34. In my backyard now, under mostly clear skies, 35 degrees, humidity 55%. The wind is northwest at 15, gusting to 25 at times, and the barometer is rising from 30.2. The range in temperature here today, 50 degrees this afternoon, far from the record of 66. 29 the low today, 11 below. Back in 1984, the high a year ago, 24 degrees. A view tonight down South Main Street in Wilkes-Barre. But since it left Earth almost 9 years ago, the Voyager 2 spacecraft will soon fly within 50,000 miles of the planet Uranus. Using an array of cameras and sensors, Voyager will provide the first close-up examination of a planet we know very little about. After all, it's located almost 2 billion miles away from the Earth. We do know that there's a thick atmosphere on the planet, but scientists hope to learn more about its wind and weather patterns over the next couple of days. Now, the spacecraft won't have much time to gather data since it will be traveling at more than 40,000 miles per hour. A close-up view of the satellite image of our United States tonight. Along the East Coast, a cold front came through this afternoon, kicked off a few light rain showers, but these darker clouds indicate shallow stratocumulus clouds moving through. But skies are beginning to break up in spots now, and another Canadian high-pressure system coming down will dominate the weather over the eastern half of the U.S. for the next 2 days. So it looks dry and very sunny. The temperature's averaging just a bit below normal. And for what it's worth, a record high of 80 in Tucson, Arizona today. Sunrise time for tomorrow morning will occur at 7:23. Sun sets now at 5:09. Days are getting longer. The clearing trend will continue overnight. It'll be a bit windy. Out your window, 21, the low here in Avoca tonight. 30 for the high here tomorrow. Bright and sunny, plenty of blue sky. Dust off your sunglasses. A dry night tomorrow night. May get a chance to see the comet between about 6:30 and 7. Won't stay up for very long, though. Friday, a nice-looking day. Again, nice and sunny, 30 degrees for the high. Saturday, partly cloudy. Should be a dry day, but still chilly, near the freezing mark. A storm now coming in off the Pacific. May bring us some rain on Sunday, maybe a little sleet mixed in. temperatures rising up to near 40 late in the day. I hope you know by now that astronomy happens to be one of my other hobbies.
Yeah.
Kind of figured that.
We'll meet you on the roof at 6:32 tomorrow night with binoculars.
I'll bet. See you then.
Okay. The Sports Watch is next with Joe Zone. Is there a major shakeup in the Mid-Atlantic Basketball Conference?
Or is it just business as usual? Joe will have the answer next.
Enterprise Aluminum, your complete source for energy-efficient window and door products. Consider prime replacement windows. They're insulated, maintenance-free, easy to clean, and easy to install with retrofit. Retrofit means windows are replaced without additional remodeling to your home. Storm doors keep your home warm this winter and ventilated this summer. Storm windows increase your heating and cooling efficiency by 15%, and they're available in all styles, sizes, and shapes. Enterprise Aluminum, enhancing the quality of your life and increasing the value of your home.
Del Monte's pack a natural fruit energy into a snack. Del Monte fruit snacks are concentrated fruit energy, yogurt-coated raisins, Del Monte fruit mix, and new tropical fruit mix. Del Monte fruit snacks are real fruit, sweet, chewy, and packed with vitamins, minerals. They're a powerful good snack.
A lot of area colleges on the move on the courts tonight.
Don't move. Stay with me. We're going to get to it. We're going to start it in the screen. I want to get it going with Kings and Wilkes. It's called the rematch. Game 2 between these two tonight at Kings. We're going to take it up and look at the big crowd for this one. It's always a rivalry early on in the game. There was one. Look at the slam by Moyer, but he charged no basket, but they were fired up. Now, watch Mark Graves all the way for Wilkes. He had 23 points tonight. Kings on the break. Flattery will miss the jumper, but this time Moyer makes it count with the follow-up. Bang! Kings by 5. Second half. They're seesawing back and forth. Tom Allardyce from the corner hits. Then Kings pours it on. Rick Southcott will drive and hit 2 of his 25 points. Tonight, Kings up by 10. They won by 4. Moyer had 28. Kings wins by 4. All right. The University of Scranton in the driver's seat in that division, and no threat to that status tonight from Delaware Valley. Scranton early on, as usual. There's the move inside nicely by Jacob. And Draco. Turnaround coming at you right here. 2. Now, they swing it around to Jacobs. Again, Scranton right here, up by 7 from the outside. They continue to up the score. Mike Johnson, the short jumper, nice move off the glass, scores. And then Arthur Trippett will get it all the way. The Royals win big. Scoreboard now. Local college, Kings 87, Wilkes 83. University of Scranton 73, Delaware Valley 55. More, Bloomsburg 49-46. Cheney beats Mansfield. Final score there, 104-87. All right, check top 20 college basketball now, and we're going to check Boston College and Pitt. That's the Big East action, and Pitt watching here as BC slams one home for the score. Pitt now, look at that behind-the-back dribble, and look at that nice behind-the-back slam. And then Gore for the Pitt slam right here. Pretty turnaround, beautiful. Now, last chance coming up here with a couple of seconds left for Boston College. If they hit, they win. It misses, and Pitt wins by 2, 64-62. Scoreboard, look at college top 20. St. John's, 8th ranked, wins by 9. Syracuse bounces back at home, beats Providence, 95-73. Florida upsets LSU, 74-65. Notre Dame beat American. Final score there, 67-56. Okay, high school basketball. 4 teams from the Super 16 played tonight. We're going to roll them by, starting with the Northern Tier League in the Eastern Division. 14th ranked, Northeast Bradford over Sullivan. Wyalusing, Athens, Waverly, Towanda, Northern Tier West. 10th ranked Gailton, Wellsboro, Cowanesque Valley, Elkland. Exhibition basketball number 5, Williamsport. 13th ranked Weatherly knocked off Mount Carmel, Bloomsburg, Northwest. All winners tonight in high school basketball. Let's go to the NBA. Philadelphia, home with Phoenix. Little Ed Pinckney action as he returns home. He played with Villanova. There was Barkley with the slam. Incredible. He can really get it done. Now look at Moses. Yes, he dribbles. He dribbles, folks. He's big, but he can dribble. He lays it up and scores. The Sixers with Phoenix tonight. And now the Doctor makes the move. He's not going to lay this one. Slam. He goes to the floor, but he scores. Sixers win big. Okay, there he is. That's the Spud Man. 5'6", coming at you in your living room, lays it up in your face and scores. Let's go to the scoreboard in the NBA. This Spud Man, 5'6", and he is tough. Philadelphia 118, Phoenix 111. Atlanta 131. Golden State 100. Couple of more. Detroit 107. Cleveland 104. Boston 110. The Lakers 95. And that's the final story in the NBA. 5 of our Super 16 wrestling teams in action tonight. A full schedule for some of the rest of the teams. We'll start off in the Wyoming Valley Conference. Here they come. Number 3, Wyoming area, big winner. Hazelton, Lake Lehman, Crestwood, Valley West, a shutout. Hanover, Nanaco, Lackawanna League, Abington Heights, Honesdale, a shutout. Valley View, West Scranton, a shutout. NAC, Mountain View, and in the Schuylkill League, number 7, Shamokin, number 11, Tri-Valley, Panther Valley, Mahonoi area, West Hazelton, Tamaqua, Mount Carmel, and in exhibition wrestling, number 1, Williamsport, number 13, Pine Grove, Bishop O'Hara, Pleasant Valley, all winners. Okay, we're going to take it now to the NHL final scores with Boston, Detroit, Winnipeg, Buffalo. Let's check them out. Boston 6-5, Buffalo 6-3 over Winnipeg. Rangers beat Toronto 4-2, and Montreal, Chicago 2-2. They're in the third. Fishing game forecast for tomorrow. Average weight of an adult blue marlin is 342 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah,
a lot of fish. 342 pounds.
You got it.
Okay, Joe.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you, sir. When Newswatch 16 continues, we'll tell you why firemen were spraying down City Hall today.
But first, tonight's winning lottery numbers. The daily number, 760. And the lotto numbers in order, 1, 5, 15, 18, 26, 38. The alternate is 7. We'll be right back.
More fun than anybody. Just choose your deal. 7.5 financing or $500 cash back on dependable Dodge Omni. 7.9 on selected Ram Tough pickups. 8.6 or $1,000 cash back on Lancer ES. 8.6 or $500 cash back on 15 other Dodge models. 8.6 cash back, 7.9 or 7.5. For more ways to save sale, just choose your deal while they last. From the fun ones.
What would you rather rely on? Something wimpy or something hefty?
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy.
Hefty.
Wimpy. Wimpy bags are fine for wimpy jobs, but don't send one to do a hefty job. When the pressure's on, Hefty stretches where wimpy bags break. Wimpy, wimpy, wimpy.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Want a bag you can rely on? Then don't send a wimpy bag to do a hefty job.
Hefty.
Finally, tonight they're cleaning up City Hall in Scranton, literally. The problem, pigeons, or more specifically, what the pigeons drop when they perch here. It was so bad they had to call in the fire department today to hose down the place. You see, pigeon droppings tend to build up after a while in the gutters of City Hall and on windowsills. Then office workers start to complain of the smell. So 2 or 3 times a year, the fire trucks are brought in, the ladders put up, and City Hall in Scranton gets a shower.
Yeah, every building needs a shower once in a while, I
Sure.
guess, right? Sure. That's Newswatch 16 update for Wednesday.
Be sure to join the team for the first news of the day tomorrow morning at 6:30. Newswatch 16 this morning.
For the team, thank you for joining us.
Good night.